pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. I will call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. I will take a motion to approve the agenda in the minutes. So
Second.
I have a motion, a second. Is there any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Rich, you got anything in general before we go to the public hearing?
Got a call from the DNR. They're looking to do some burns on their ground and was wondering if we could close, they're gonna do a burn around 4:30 to go here. And of course, they want to make sure the wind blows in the right direction, so they don't wanna smoke somebody out. And the best direction is to let the smoke cross the road. And they're wondering if they could close. I think it was killdeer for a short amount of time. And though maybe not specifically hard closure, but if they could maybe have two people on each side with radios to allow some traffic through. I mean, maybe let people know that it's gonna be smoky, but I didn't know if you guys were okay with a hard closure or a soft closure like that. They can probably work with whatever we wanna do. I thought maybe it'd be best if they could put two people on the road on each side, or just allow maybe one car at a time, so they're not going head to head if they have to, but
They're providing flaggers.
they'll be providing everything if we so choose to, but I
That's
think it'd be
probably,
best.
I mean, they were burning the other day there, I guess up.
Yeah, they're trying to do it where they're not having to have smoke cross the road, but at that location, if they let the wind go the other direction, then they're really smoking somebody else out. So they're only gonna try to do the north side. They're not sure exactly when they want to do it yet. Obviously, they have to wait for good days, but I just wanted to kind of bring it to your attention a little bit that they were thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about letting them do maybe a soft. They're gonna monitor traffic for the 2 or 3 hours they'll need to have it done.
Right.
So just want to let you guys know and see if you guys have any other thoughts on it. So.
That'd be
Safety.
fine with me.
Yep.
first. Yeah.
So, I submitted my DOT program and budget to the DOT. They need to review it first, and then I'll try to bring it, if she can get it reviewed this week, I'll try to get it to you next week so we can have a discussion on that. On the program specifically, the budget's the same as the county budget, but be able to talk about projects that way. And then, trying to round up, mower operators and to run our mower, and we're stuck at a wage for a while. I bumped the wage up. We hadn't had an increase in like 2 years for the mower guys, and kind of thought, well, maybe should we develop, I don't know if we have a part-time pay scale. Should we develop a bona fide hard set, here's what we're paying for this, and this, instead of just kind of, well, here's what I think it should cost, and we should maybe go down to a more detailed schedule of this job, this is what it pays, this job, this is what it pays. Like in the wintertime, we have plow operators, they've got CDLs, or not all of them do, but they're running heavy equipment and bad conditions. This is what they get paid. In the summertime, kind of less of an issue. They're running more tractors and they're driving for the spray. Should we have a set pay scale that this is what it is? And then we haven't been really doing that every year. And so I wondered, should we come up with a good pay scale and
I don't think it would hurt. I mean, that way people know and
yeah.
that are applying for it.
We should probably do it for the whole county.
Well, and that's what I was wondering, do we do something like that?
What
for all
policy
departments? And
Yeah, there's consultants that will,
help us put that. together.
yeah, and
that way we
go
can
through
make
job
a- this is
descriptions
what
and
it
all that
is.
stuff.
We're not gonna sit here and negotiate. I mean,
Yep.
we do rely on those people, but
It's
it's
been
hard.
so loosey-goosey
it
that
has,
we
it's
need to,
hard to say, well, okay, well, here's the wage I'm gonna offer you. Well, no, I can do it for this. Well, I don't wanna get in this negotiation thing. This is
Nope.
how it kinda has to be, and so.
I think
bring
that's
that
a
up.
good idea.
So, cause we're kind of struggling right now to
You bring like a Mike Galloway.
find help to help
Or
run our big
Yes,
tractor that we got.
either do it.
well, I don't think they do it. I think it's
They have a,
firms that, I know Franklin County's done it. I don't know who else has
I know,
done
if you
it,
talk,
but
a complete study that does
Yeah.
help.
yeah, so
compensations.
I'll have to do some research.
Get your
Well, that's what I've got for you in general.
Other than that, we got a public hearing for you.
What time?
I don't see a time. Just says it's part of the agenda for you.
When the notice went out, there was a 9 o'clock. On Monday, March 3rd, 9 a.m. local time, the courthouse.
I never saw the notice.
Okay, so
Okay, so we'll hold off on that till 9.
just in case, I mean,
Yeah,
nobody shows up for them, but
I guess we'll move on to project updates.
so. I'm gonna meet with, I think we're gonna meet with the contractors and Jason on Wednesday, get a project update, and kind of get a better schedule where we're at. Looks like they're putting some wall steel up right now on the maintenance facility there, so. Weather's been nice, so I think after Wednesday, we'll have a bit more a hard schedule for what's gonna happen. So I wanna get with, the dirt guys to know what we're looking at for a schedule for kind of getting some finished grades, and so we know when we can pour our pad for the fuel stations.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody? House conservation building,
Still trying to get that punch list. I haven't gotten a green light from Jason yet.
good. Gotcha. We'll move on to drainage. Spray bids.
I got one right here. I think you got copies.
Cool.
My name's Nate Reefer with Brush and Weed Control Specialist, and this is our quote for the rotation of ditches for this season. I got a price sheet there too.
There are two different ones.
Did you look at this?
First. While we're out spraying those ditches, we're always looking for any washouts or beaver dams to write down. We write them down on our ditch logs, daily ditch logs, along with daily weather reports. We also stand behind our spraying 100%.
So we've got 2 bids here.
Districts are all the same, aren't they?
What's that?
The list is all.
Yeah.
Yep,
And I was just telling them, make sure somebody didn't leave one of them out.
gotcha.
So, the one from B and W is for a grand total of $22,450. And the one from TVB spraying is for $17,350. And
Did you,
a bit, what's that?
did you look at what was done last year? Were you happy with, because you switched, were you happy with what?
I didn't hear from anybody.
Didn't hear anything from anybody as far as.
Yep.
Nope.
I guess I'm gonna abstain from voting because I'm in drainage district 7 there, and it's on the list, but I'll see what happens this year. I mean, how it turns out, of course, but
Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve TVB with the lower bid.
yeah, and I'll second that. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on that? Hearing none. We'll take a roll call vote. Stone.
Aye.
Lowberg, aye. Motion carries. We'll do the spray bid with TVB. Got the Jackie.
Thank you, Nate.
All right.
Feel free to
Thank you.
keep throwing numbers at us. Oh, yeah, always. We appreciate it. You bet.
I didn't see any drainage claims, but I see we got a work order.
yes.
Did you guys have any questions for me? I'm glad to give you today.
Oh,
No, when do you plan on starting, I guess?
I haven't made a schedule yet, so I can make one as soon as I know. I'll let you guys.
I'd like to be on the earlier end if you can do it,
Yeah,
so it's all get out of control.
we can work that out.
Yep, just
Let us know when you're doing, if there's any areas that need brush actually removed.
Okay,
We appreciate that.
We run saws too, so here's my price sheet for 2026, if you guys want.
You can just let Chelsea know, email her with when you're planning on, just so she can keep us informed.
Yeah, and if you find any beaver dams, give us a heads up.
Sure, we do too, yeah, we have, we'll just drop a pin on everything, so.
Okay,
Just for the records.
Sure.
Nice.
well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. And we didn't have any drainage claims, no, but we do have a work order from Stephen Rahoot for DD 72. The bank is eroding away, and I guess Rugness repaired this a number of years ago, and we need to go back in and have
So-
somebody do that.
Okay, question, DD 72, isn't that,
Yes, it
District
is.
Lawsuit,
Yeah.
so
Well,
we cannot neglect the ditch, that's not the question, it just, it's gonna be the billing question, we're gonna be pulling your hair out, but. It needs to be fixed,
We can't leave it the way it
Yep.
is,
so we have to,
Well-
I'll make a motion to okay the claim, but,
the work order.
or work order, excuse me, yep.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on that?
Yeah, I think if they've been there before, we know it's peat ground.
Yep.
And evidently that spot must be where water hits it, folks, we were gonna eat it out of there. We'd look at throwing some riprap in there.
I would have Ruggan stick seriously with it, he's been good about it.
If
And,
he thinks it's good, if he's been there before, he thinks it's gonna need it,
Yep.
look at. Doing something stabilized even better next time.
Did you get that when you talked to him?
Colton
Or Colt talked, but put some,
took care of
put
this.
some riprap in there, to
We-
stabilize the bank.
We talked about that. That was a possibility. but-
Yep, I think it'd be okay, because if it's blown out there before, it's gonna continue to blow out, so it needs some kind of something.
It might just need some better.
Wrap it down with some, big rock. And I know, like I say, if it's Jerry doing it, or the ones that are really good about it, so.
Right.
Well, he's done it before, so he's gonna know.
He knows where it's at, he knows what it is.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
Special claim
Oh,
and, payroll too.
Oh,
We have claims again because department heads still don't do what they need to do.
I seen that come through.
It's getting frustrating. I'm gonna work on a claims policy. I don't know if that'll help or not, but it's their responsibility to get them to us on time. Correct. So it's just getting old.
Is there a motion to approve the claims?
so.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
Mhm.
And you said you had reports?
No,
Oh,
you have a liquor license though.
we have a liquor license for Diamond Joe Worth Casino.
A motion to approve their liquor license.
I have a motion and a second to approve the liquor license. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign, motion carries. Next on the agenda, we have set a hearing date for FY 27 budget.
We've all looked at it, the numbers are pretty close. I have one more thing to tweak and I'll send it out to you one more time. But I'm shooting for, I'd like to have it on on April 20th. And I'd have to have it to the paper by this Friday. I think that's doable, but if that doesn't work out, or if you guys don't agree to that, then, the 27th would be the last date that we could do it.
I have no problem with the 20th, and if it doesn't, you know, if you don't get that done.
I
then
should
doesn't
have
get
it done today.
But I'll make a motion to set the hearing date for April 20th at 9 AM.
I will second that.
Is that okay, or do we have to do that separate?
Oh, that
That was-
one's,
that was the
That
public
one we're
hearing.
okay with.
Okay.
Yet.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion will carry.
thank you.
We got down discussion, possible action on planning and zoning. We were,
I asked to get that on there, I guess, kind of.
okay, so bring us up to date here.
What's that?
Well,
So the deal is that in the last year, I've had 3 or 4 calls come to me. Basically non-responsive from the zoning director when they were looking for help. You know, on how to fill it out or how to do things. He would text back and forth, no phone calls, those kind of things. And, so I would, if there's any possibility of moving it in the house, I think that's what we need to do.
I also got quite a few phone calls in our office too.
Yep, and I've heard from you, so yeah, and so I don't know where to go with that or what to do. We just will, you know, utilize that somehow or another in-house.
Well,
It
you
needs to be in-house.
gotta keep in mind, we're only paying $5,000 for it, so
yeah, I
you
totally
get
get
what
that.
you pay
I
for.
totally get that,
but we gotta have a reply at least, even if it takes a while.
and something besides a text, telling you to go to the county website and fill it out.
So we proceed to bring that in-house and find out who's available would be willing to
Who would be willing?
take that job on,
Or what to put it with, or,
combine it with
So
something.
the citizens have easy access to it, know what to do, and they can get somebody to help them through the process.
Okay, I guess we just need to do a little
Thinking,
research on this and find out if somebody is interested in doing this.
Yep.
So,
any department head wants to step up and say we could utilize that, and
I might consider it if we talk, just making sure code and, you know, we just have to investigate.
I mean, it's,
I'd be willing to have a discussion.
it would get you quicker to what's being put up without, you know, running around the country looking, and I'm not saying people will, I mean, during this, if we're gonna bring it in-house, we have to look at.
job
You know, say
description.
job description, or even, you know, we're making it stiffer if people don't follow for permit.
That's,
We need to figure it out.
Enforcement.
that's what I was gonna say too.
And not necessarily you'd be the enforcement police or whatever, but at least we would, I mean, if you knew that somebody didn't file a permit, or any of us know that, then we would
do something about it.
be able to do something about it.
Yeah.
And that'd probably be a question for the county attorney too, to see how we would utilize that and do that, so.
Because I think there's a lot of permits being skipped.
Check it out, let us know if you could bring it in-house, that would be great.
I'll be doing research. I'll talk to some other assessors.
Okay.
Next, we got building and grounds. We did get a bid from landscaping bid for public health. There has been discussion of possibly, considering we've got the equipment, are you looking at me?
Nope, yeah.
That we may bring that in-house.
That has been suggested.
That's been a suggestion.
Yeah.
We might wanna look at that option. So
But it just needs to be dressed up. I think he'd get a full-scale bid there, which we're not.
I
looking
think so
for. I'm
too.
not
I
saying.
mean, we got river.
Shanna, you're right. I mean, you're okay. That's all we really need to do is dress it up a little bit,
Thing too.
fill the holes in.
Honestly, I feel like that's all that needs to be done. Maybe some rock needs to be added, but it does not need a full job.
Full dig out and
No.
redo, and I think that's what he's looking at.
That, yeah, that's what this bid looks like, so.
So,
But Rich and I also talked that maybe drainage needs to be investigated too, just to make sure that water's going away from the building, possibly.
well, it's,
I have a lot of gutters that dump right onto the sidewalk, and I know, and I'm not saying this is the way to do it, but. You know, a lot of places when you have gutters like that and downspouts that dump like that, they usually cut out a section of sidewalk and put a plate over it so the water drains underneath it, but. I don't know if that's maybe part of the reason there's water and. You know, it's all humid.
The other part I can guarantee is because when the landscaping did get done, there's no fall from the building.
It's
So
pretty
it's all
flat in there,
naturally-
which is,
It falls back towards the building.
so if we went that far to cut out the where does the water drain once it hits the streets?
It
Does it
is.
go to a sewer?
It would, I mean, whatever the natural flow is of the street itself is where the water would go. I mean, that's where anything would go when it crosses over the sidewalk. I mean, you don't really want it soaking in next to the building either, so.
There's a.
But I'm not saying that's what we gotta do right away.
No.
If you wanna get the water and
Yeah.
the aesthetics fixed at the building, that's probably the first priority.
Yeah, we could cut that out later. I mean, that could be a full-blown project almost. I get it, yeah.
Yeah. Depending on the-
Especially in the spring and the fall when it freezes and thaws and you get a little runoff and sidewalks get icier. It'd be nice to have it underneath. Yeah. It's too bad we didn't do that before they fixed all the sidewalks up, I guess. Huh? I think the downspouts were gone or they
Yeah, they were.
were gone for quite a while. I think
They've
that
been
didn't
gone
help.
for
At
years.
least they're back, but
I think we ought to look at that.
It's
Agreed?
just one option.
Yeah. Take a look at it and see what it's gonna take. So, but yeah, I think this was a full blown lid here.
Yep.
So,
And maybe he was under the assumption that was what we, wanted.
well, and it
Well,
could-
and it's kind of what we were looking at, by the time we pulled the trees out, what was left, that was gonna be salvageable or not. If it's easier to make a repair and you think it'll hold up,
Maybe we can ask him
So be
to
it.
give us that bid then too. Maybe I'll call him and have him come back and just kind of.
still will take to dress up the front more than anything. and,
Yes,
You know, just need to maintain weed control around the back and stuff I noticed, so.
yeah, cause really the buses and cars are all parked along that
Yep.
south side, so there's really nothing, and then they laid that concrete on the north end, so.
Mark just said on the west side it'd run to the sewer in the street, and on the east side it runs into the parking lot and runs in several different directions.
That's what I was just thinking of that, the east side area.
Be more concerned about the sidewalks than anything.
Well, that's the main interest other than for employees. I mean, so you gotta manage that too, but, okay.
got you. The only other thing on here and is the possible maintenance position, and you've got templates on that.
Yeah, I gotta work on it.
So you just kind of put that together. and
I'll
we
get
got
it to you this week.
Yeah, we'll get something put together there for you, so.
and
Okay.
Mike has looked at all that.
No.
I'll have them look at it.
Yep. Is there any other maintenance issues or buildings on grounds? Melissa, Winworth Betco, are you on?
Fertile's, HBI dedication is April 21st at 4, and then I'm done with all the communities. So I'll be excited for that. This week I am getting caught up on stuff in the office, for being gone last week, a couple days.
Glad that project's over. Nice work, way to stay on it.
Yep. Getting everybody involved, that's great. Anything else, or you guys got anything for her? Thank you, Melissa. Any updates on wastewater and water, HA?
No. I thought there was something, but I don't remember. No, everything's sitting okay.
You and I talked about the driveway.
Yeah, I talked with Rich about grading that driveway down there and then bringing a couple loads of rock in just to build back up a little bit and then just have them bill it to wastewater side, so they're just gonna, before they put all their extensions back on, get it bladed out, so it's a little bit narrower of a road than what they're normally doing, so. Sure. Have them do that and dress that up a little bit, so.
Department heads, anybody?
Next week, we'll get the project to replace the storage for the computers, so and move the virtual machines, so there'll be some downtime while that's going on, but it'll be probably later in the week, and I'll work with departments as it happens, so.
Good luck, hope it goes well.
Thank you.
My office will be closed on Wednesday so that we can all go to election training.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I put it on the calendar on the website
Perfect.
and we'll put it on the door.
Okay, this is for all the department heads. we had a workshop where we discussed PTO. And we would like the department heads to have a meeting with all their employees and come back to us with suggestions of what you think it should be. And send them to, I would imagine, Teresa and CC Jackie on them. And, you know, I don't care whether you break it down into just one number, but break it down into 35 and 40 hours, depending on what you are. And like do 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 11, and 15 to 19. That's what we decided
10 to
on.
14.
What's that?
10 to 14. 15.
Okay, 10 to 14.
So nothing above 19 years, nothing goes up after that.
That's what we decided. You could put in a complaint if you want to.
Put in a complaint.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I just feel like there's a lot of people that are gonna be over 19 years and there should be some longevity. You know,
Don't put a complaint in, put a
Yep.
number in.
I'll put
Yeah.
a number in. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna put a complaint. I'll come up with a number.
Give us a number.
Well, as long as they don't go backwards.
Right. Right.
Yep,
Correct.
so,
And yeah,
The employees just don't want to lose out on what they currently have.
right.
But they're not gonna get everything they currently have because sick is very generous.
yeah,
And that's where I think you focus most on.
Yep.
How to roll that in.
I've got one proposal I've shared with a few other people that I think might be sellable, but
Let's see it.
yep.
And how does the
We can look at-
union factor
we don't
in?
have a union.
Sheriff's Department.
Sheriff's Days.
We're working on
I was
that.
gonna say, been working with.
We jumped the gun 2 weeks ago and working on that.
So when are you hoping to get this all?
Well, we would like you to,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but, right, and then are you hoping by July 1 to have this effect?
no,
Okay.
we've already looked at that and said it's gonna be July
July 1 of
of
next.
27.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I just thought when you were talking.
We'd like to have numbers.
We just wanna get it in line now.
I agree.
Yep.
It takes time.
August, September this year, so.
So it's in place by budget time and stuff, we know when you're budgeting, you can figure that out, plus
Thank you.
then it'll take effect in 27.
Any questions on what we'd like? Okay. You guys got anything for the departments?
Oh, I know.
Budgeting's pretty much cut and dried. Supervisor comments, any supervisor comments?
I guess make one, we had a Central Iowa Juvenile Detention meeting. So I zoomed in on that, means we're not really technical members, so didn't wanna waste any money by driving down there, even though they pay mileage, but. Big discussion on the new 2080 agreements, possibly charging counties to come back in, but if I understood it right. Means we had really done everything right, but yet we still got kicked out, we wouldn't be charged. Come back in, I think we would be allowed to come back in without a charge, and what they were thinking about is $1 per capita. You know, so we'd be looking at 7,300 if they did get charged, and it'd be a one-time deal to help. With some stuff, of course, and. But they are moving ahead with their, trying to get everything and get everybody back in and after the lawsuit deal and.
Yeah.
Getting us back, so I'll keep you informed as things develop.
Well, and we never really got charged when we did get in. so-
That was kind of a thing too, that some have been charged in the past. I mean, there was some initial startup money
Yeah.
from those people that, I mean, Winnebago was one, was an initial startup, Hancock, those guys were in the original startup of 6 or 8 counties when they started that, but. And then Tony kind of did some things off and on. I don't think. Any of the ones that basically, I want to say, were kicked out or they said we weren't actual members, never got charged. None of them did. And, you know, there's just some like Dubuque County that has more than paid their dues with probably average of 30 grand a month in juvenile detention kids, unfortunately, but. But anyway, it's moving forward. Hopefully we're gonna heal some wounds and we'll get back to it and at least have a place to drop the kids. I mean, they did make that comment at the meeting, it's wherever the courts send the kids too. It's not necessarily, you can be a member of a deal and your kid might not go there. That's kind of a hard pill to swallow when we're actually a member of something, but that's the courts rule that, so. Anyway, that's all I got.
Did we ever find anybody for owner operator ag property or is?
I've been asking a little bit, but I haven't been getting much of a response.
Somebody wants to do it right now. They don't wanna take the chance of being,
Nobody wants to stick their neck out.
pull out of the hat, says you have to do eminent domain and something. I don't blame them.
The only thing I've got is when I was coming in the door this morning, I got handed a petition here. And I think it has to do with the 28E agreement. And there's like 600 and some signatures on it, and you guys can take a look at that and read that. And I guess that is on the agenda for next week, as I see. Is-
Come to us.
It's true, it should go to the city.
Petition for a service that the city is getting from the town. That should not come to us. This should go to the city council.
Should I deliver it back to the original? Well, you can't talk.
That's just my opinion.
You're not on the agenda.
Email has to be on the agenda, but if you read what the petition says, it's asking the supervisors to work with the city.
That's next week.
That's next week. It's not on the agenda.
Sorry, that was just my own comment.
I'm kind of with you on that.
You agree with him?
Well,
I just got it handed to me and I said, okay, and walked in here with it.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate somebody going to all that work and
Yep.
doing that too, but it's something we're gonna have to talk about and consider how it's gonna work, so. Get it right.
next week.
We're gonna sign an agreement and it has to be right.
Other taxpayers are not gonna pick up part of this bill. So,
It's 9 o'clock.
yes, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I will recess the regular meeting and I will take a motion to open the public hearing for the contract award on 340th and Fur Avenue.
All right, I'll make a motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote. In favor of Smeeby?
Aye.
Stone? Lowberg? Aye. The public hearing is now open. Go ahead, Rich.
Public hearing on a paving project that we've got planned for, from the city limits of Fertile around the BMC quarry north to 79.
How far does that go into town, all the way to this?
Just go to city limits.
Okay.
Is
Oh,
that,
what's original? Gotcha.
Well, it'll probably be about where the asphalt.
I mean,
They had done some
yeah.
work in town.
just after that curve, isn't it?
It'll be just to the west of the curve a little bit.
Or is it closer to their
It's
stop?
almost to the
It's
stop
closer to
sign.
nothing, but by the end of there, they will probably be tapering asphalt.
Right.
Okay.
You'll have to taper it off, so it's good because
Yep.
that's change, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it went all the way to the second stop sign.
No, so then, and then that stretch, because it doesn't take a lot of trucks, will be a 6-inch overlay, and when we get around to the quarry, well, when we get to what we call the river road, is it 342nd?
Yeah.
We'll thicken that pavement up because trucks do tend to run that route and north to Highway 9, so we'll do a 7-inch overlay on that. Get us some, because that's that's one of the roads that takes more probably trucks than traffic than cars, so we're gonna beef it up a little bit. And we'll have fibers in it and lighting paved shoulders.
It's needed.
It happens to be a local road, so we can't use any farm market funds or any state funds, so we're using local dollars.
Is that about it?
That's about it.
So you're gonna put out. If we agree to this, you're gonna put out for bids on this?
It's already.
Done deal.
It's
already done.
So
You got
hearing it now,
contracts? Have they been, you got them back?
yeah.
What are the numbers?
So do the hearing first, then we'll get into the.
Then we're gonna do
Okay, is there any
comments.
comments from the crowd? Anything on Zoom?
I'll make a motion.
Hearing none, I will take a motion to close the public hearing.
So,
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call votes, maybe?
all right.
Stone?
Aye.
Lowberg, aye. Motion carries. I will reconvene the regular meeting.
Discuss the award. So we took the bids on Friday. They were accepted at noon. We had 2 contractors bid. We had Flynn Company out of Dubuque and Kroll out of New Hampton. The lowest responsible bidder was Kroll Incorporated for $1,927,751.52 or 53 cents, depending on rounding. Their contract is 52. They were about 1.2% higher than the engineer's estimate, but that's not bad
considering they were only about, they were 0.3% different in price, so on an almost $2 million project, they were less than $20,000 different, so
And this is a 6-inch overlay, is that right?
that's for the 6 and 7 inch,
6 and
the
7,
whole thing,
the
yeah,
whole thing,
yeah. So
and it's asphalt,
it'll be concrete,
concrete again, oh, so wow,
it'll be
you'll
like our 105.
have a foot of concrete in there, but.
What's that?
It'll be a foot of concrete or better in there.
I
won't
don't know, 105 similar, but the
Yeah.
3 inches and 7, so, yep,
I know.
it'll be pretty rigid for the truck
it?
traffic.
And it's held up pretty well, actually, when you look at, I mean, how many years it's been there now, so there should be another.
So yep, this is a PCC overlay.
Yep.
And so I would recommend the award to Kroll Incorporated, and I have a resolution there, and it's similar to our resolutions. This is on Dock Express, so it's all managed out of the secondary road department, but I did put the same verbiage in there, where I'll sign the contract, so I don't have to bring it back to you guys. It'll be that similar setup like we do when we have Dock Express, if you guys are okay with that. It's just a resolution to award the contract, and once that is set, I'll send the contracts out to the contractor, they can sign the contract, bring Don's back, and
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution for approving Kroll and allow Rich to sign all documents.
And I will second that.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, we'll do a roll call votes, maybe.
All right,
Stone,
Aye.
Lowert, aye, motion carries. Anything for next week on the agenda?
there you go,
It's all on there, and I will take a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye, opposed, same sign, we are adjourned.